care. As soon as you say something to one of them, they puff up. Then I'll go show you right there they weren't raised to respect authority. You can say what you want to say. They weren't raised against the authority. But they the main ones want to be out front. They're the main ones want to marry. They're the main ones want to be entrepreneurs. They're the main ones, but they won't listen to anything somebody say. What's the difference between destructive criticism and constructive? Tell me. They're two different things. Well, I got to tell you how to get better. No, that's why I got to tell you how to get better. Mm-hmm. But why we have to always, how many mamas explain to you different things? Most of the time, my mama didn't. She explained afterwards. They just had a way because I feel like sometimes we have given them that too much. Okay, criticism is to better you. But when you got a generation that want to better themselves, hmm, to start the criticism is to do what? It's the motive behind both of them. It's the motive. See? Okay, in my job, I have to correct y'all. And you may feel like I'm criticizing you. I'm really trying to save you for that wolf that's about to bite you. Well, that's a better way you can tell me. Explain it to me. Do God explain to you everything? I really want to know this because I'm wrestling with this. Do God explain everything to you? How many of you going through something now? You want God to say something and explain it to you? I'm the only one. You down there talking about, oh God, if I ain't gonna do it unless you show me what's gonna come out of this. Okay, you ain't growing up. You ain't growing up. Come on, help me out, Brittany. Y'all come on, hold this little conversation while I find what I'm looking for. We talking about criticism and destructive criticism. So if you tell her, if you got a patient, you're saying, Miss Jones, you really need to take that medication. I know it's taking your stomach, you just go there and do it, Miss Jones. Or you criticize her. You're trying to help her. Come on, look up at me now. Look up at me. I don't want all that. You know what you got down there? Oh, I was. I'm not lying in front of them. I was. That's the way I had to get to your spirit, because your spirit was destroying you, and you didn't know that. And a lot of people don't know that because they don't know nothing about the spirit realm. They got religion highs. Okay, if that's the case, if you feel like I was telling you, was Jesus tearing down the Pharisees when he was calling them? No, he was telling them it's tearing you down. And some of y'all don't understand that. In order to build, you got to do what? Yeah, your motives behind it. Okay, come on, somebody else. This is good right here. We may not even get to the book. Come on, read. Come on. Come on. Yeah. And then one thing y'all don't look at in that, you don't know what kind of life they had before you ever came on the scene. See? That's why when Mama Glover told me about my mama, I didn't have nothing against my mama. Because Mama Glover told me what happened. And see, I'm different than you all because I learn through what I go through, but I learn through other people's mistakes. I've never seen the same people repeating the same cycles in their life. Never before in my life have I seen that. Because most people have, when I was around growing up, those people, like my cousin Vanessa, we call her Mammy, she had a drug problem. But she had that drug problem all her life. So it wasn't like she's repeating a cycle. She already in the thing. We repeat cycles. And then we don't want nobody to tell us nothing. Not even God. See, all this stuff, so had to deal with the way you was raised, the way you, my mama she told me, I sent you to the school to act up. It's the school to learn. And she wasn't at the school all the time. She only went at them visits where they sit for the parents. She wasn't up there all the time. If I act up, she had already told Mr. Terry, the principal, tear his tail up. Mr. Terry whooped me, and we were talking about that the other day, me and Jeff. Mr. Terry had a strap, a razor strap. The girls, he would hit them in their hand. The guy, he would make you sit down, put your legs like this, he hit you right. And I can't name you one day my mama went up there and jumped up in that man's face. It's because of him doing that made me a better person. Because they ain't like getting no whipping. Mr. Williams had a paddle. He whooped you with the paddle. You had to bend over, touch your toe, pow, and they hit you. They never went up there. I ain't never seen this crazy stuff in my entire life. Be honest with you, till after I got saved. See? And we're raising children like that. And your children raising children like that. If you can save one, you need to try to save them. Me and Steve was talking one day. He said, my mama wouldn't let nobody. Let me tell you something. You don't know your mama. Your mama ain't finna let you embarrass her. And I don't know if they did that to better us or to save themselves, but it helped. For all you who don't think it helped even in church. Y'all doing all this ministry to people, and ain't none of them came out the dungeon yet. Ain't none of them came up. Ain't none of them want to do that. Okay, we'll go to the page of the book, baby. Oh, now I have a scripture. No, yeah, read. What that say? Now, I like this version right here. This NIV version. Since y'all don't like to call nobody stupid. What it say? If you love discipline, you love knowledge. Because you learn. What's that? Psalms 119:71, Psalm 71, Psalm 119:67. Give me those two scriptures real quick. If you love discipline, you love knowledge. You don't want to listen to nobody. Then when you have a child, you're going to beat them to death. Defense going to be at your house. You'll be like, bitch, baby, I am in Las Vegas. I'm miles away from you. I told you you should have disciplined little Johnny. Because they ain't nothing but a carbon copy of you. I don't believe in hitting children. I was talking to somebody the other day, Jeff, my friend Jeff. I said, my mama said, don't hit no girl. She said, let her hit me. My mama didn't care who he is. If they hit you, unless it's a dog. Where we at? What it say? Before I what?
Before I was afflicted, I went astray. But now
I now obey your word, Lord. But you had to afflict me for me to get on the right road. I think people are very simple now. I'm gonna tell you why. On the news, they show you if you go look at the news, they show you all these people that's talking to these little children, and some of these grown men and women going in there talking to little children. Then you gonna get mad. The law ain't right. They trying to say I'm a pedophile. You are. Let me share something with you. And somebody gonna hear me when I say this. Y'all messing with these people from these islands, that is not good. Not good. That's females and males. The women are worse. See? Because you're letting these people put spells on you. Anybody familiar with soul ties? That's how they do it. That's why you got to watch who you soul tie with. Okay, read. It was good for me to be afflicted. So I can learn. Give me that in another verse. Give me that in the Message Bible. It was good for me to be afflicted. Y'all ain't shouting now? Where y'all fire? I got fire preaching this. I do, because it's the truth. When we was little, they taught you how to go in church and sit down. And when Daniel talked, did your mom ever talk to you about attention span? I know your attention span is not long. And them long, dry, dead services we used to go to. Now we got to make sure. See, Lil Wayne, attention span, he's ADHD. So I think what we're going to do, we got a new building. We're going to have you fill out forms when you join the church. So we can know what we're dealing with. Yeah. So he may have to walk around the service while you preach. So now I'm on Instagram. I'm on Instagram because I want to let Lil Wayne walk around in my services. Some of y'all adults, some of the adults are ADHD. In the middle of the service. You can't do that. Yes, you had something to say.
I was gonna say, you know, at some churches, Bishop, they actually make you do the reference check.
Yeah. In the Baptist church, they used to do that. You could, like y'all come to my church, you say I used to minister so. They want all your information. The pastor would call you. Everything's different now. So you're going to be mad at me and get with Sister Nikki, Sister Renee, and talk about me because Lil Wayne needs, you know he can't sit down. Okay. Huh? We understand truth. Let me tell you something. One thing I say about Kayla, she don't play with Sky. I have a cousin of a special needs daughter. And she said one day she did something that was out, and the girl said, "Girl, you handle." She said, "Baby, I handle her before she handled me." And you would think she'd beat her sometimes. But those are spirits. Y'all didn't know that. They can't hear you talking nice to them. Sit down now. They have you in a headlock. Huh? Go keep on doing that crazy stuff that y'all learning from these people on the internet. They're spirits. My mama told me I had an uncle. He messed around on my aunt, his wife. The woman he messed around went and had roots put on her. Says you don't think it's real. And you think I'm picking. And I'm discerning wrong. Okay, maybe I discern wrong. He would come home and fist beat her up and drag her out in the yard. Beautiful woman. Pretty. Hair down here, just real, like she could be a model. And come to find out it was connected to the woman he was dealing with. This is real stuff. And we are living in an days where the enemy is using it and he's elevated over truth. I'm sorry. I'm a man, but if I meet a woman, she got to beat on me, something's wrong with me, first of all. And I don't want no kind of love like that. My life going pretty good right now. It ain't the best. I'm not where I want to be, but praise God. I ain't finna go in no relationship and you kicking on me and you beat on me and you come on now. Are you taking all my money? I can't have no money. I can't pay my bill because you getting all my money. That's witchcraft. Read what it say.
Be good to your servant, God. Be as good as your word. Train me in good common sense. I'm thoroughly committed to living your way. Before I learned to answer you, I wandered all over the place.
Before I learned to answer you or obey you, I wondered. Some of y'all still wonder. And I thought there's a lot to do with that. You really do. Where you listen. Come on. Go back to my scripture. Go back to the Proverbs scripture. Because I didn't get to the point where what you are. You stupid. You really are. You stupid. If you don't know how to take correction and direction, I don't care about you getting offended. I'm just telling the truth. That's what the scriptures say. Give me a reference to that say the same thing. Find that for me. Y'all do a little study for me. Yeah, learn the scriptures. Stop putting your opinion in the scriptures. I thought I did something wrong last night when the little girl came up on me. No, I was authority, and the devil didn't like it. Just like some of them do some of y'all fellas. They're authority. You're authority. You got to learn how to walk in authority. Call me before you go to sleep. Listen, baby, I'm tired. We ain't doing all that until we put a ring on. And it's paid for in full. Come on. Oh, y'all ain't shouting now. Well, I've been waiting for the day. Yeah. Learning to, my lesson tonight has a lot to do with learning to listen and heed will save your life. See, y'all don't know how to listen. What is it? Whosoever love what?
Whoever loves discipline loves knowledge.
Somebody tell you, know, here you go. Hey, that's what she did last night. She better be glad I was still in the spirit from over the weekend. Because I would have went off on her. I can't stand I'm serious, I can't stand that. That gets up under my skin. First of all, we were all at the table. If you add ours together, we were 3 times my age. How many really feel like they blessed doing that kind of stuff? Help me out so I can get my Bible. Is you really blessed doing that? Tell me. Are you blessed doing that? Okay, I'll give you an example. What happened to Fat Tash? What happened to her? What happened to her? You know what happened to her? She lost the position as queen. King got rid of her. That's what they do in them jobs when you act like that. They get rid of you. You better hear me real good. I'm not finna dress it up for you. They get rid of you. See? So you have to really be very careful how you do that. See, I told my son that a lot of times. You don't get away with it. You really don't. She got the king sent for anytime in biblical days, if the king sent for you, you need to go right away. That girl said, I'm not going. She was stubborn. She didn't go, and look what happened. But the men had some sense. The men went to the king themselves and said, listen, if you don't get her together, she's going to affect all the women in the province. She had one spirit. One spirit. One spirit got prayer out to school. It wasn't a committee. It was one lady that didn't like discipline and didn't like God, and she got it out. The government stood behind her. We're fighting now trying to get it back in school, which ain't going to ever go 100% back until the millennium. But with the one person, you talking about they don't influence me? That's a lie. They will influence you. That's why you got to watch who you're around. Let me tell you something real funny. I love Pastor Moran and Sister Moran, but I watch who they're around. Because they're good people. But you can be a good person, and the people around you are devils. Y'all missed that. I'm finna go get ready. I'm serious. Out of all 12 disciples, one of them was the devil. And if he could have, but he couldn't, influence all the rest of them, he would, but that little cocky disciple named Peter who wasn't going to let it happen. I get so tired of y'all in church talking about, Sister so-and-so nice. If Sister so-and-so was nice, why would she do some of the stuff she do wide open in a godless setting? Bring them to me. That's why you won't bring them to church, because I will clock them down. Because that's my job. Oh, he's so nice. He go to church. Where he go? Oh, he go to ESPN Gospel Temple. Girl, that's sports. You that silly? See, he can't come to church. Okay, then. Keep him out of the church. Because if he come here, I'm going to really up. I'll pick their spirit up. Oh, she's so nice. People just want to accept her. No, she's not nice. You need to understand, first of all, you have said something to them about the people. They're putting up, you better hear me real good. I'm telling the truth here. You done said something and they put their guard up.
Yes, sir.
Because they don't want nobody to know who they really are.
That's right.
I've been around. I've done this for years. You better be real careful, because Mahogany, if he don't like me, I'll tell you something. I'll tell you something. If they don't like your mama, I'm finna go. Bounce that over, y'all go home. Go on. Play it. Let me tell you something. I can't say it, Brittany here. You can have that.